We're gonna do this red lip. I haven't done a red lip in a minute. I truly just want to put on lip gloss because I love lip gloss. I love Fenty lip gloss specifically. Hey y'all, I wanted to film a get ready with me and we can sit and chat, have fun. Make sure you get your matcha. Mine's all gone. But get your matcha, get your drinks, get your tea, get your coffee, whatever. We gonna sit, we gonna chat with this makeup look, this nice red lip, and this cute little hairstyle. Yeah, pull up a chair. Let's have fun. All right, this is my first YouTube video. And today I want to film a nice cute little red lip look. If you know me on any of my socials and in real life, you know that I am a lip gloss girly. I love lip gloss. Lip gloss, we just have such a connection and I'm so grateful for it. But we're gonna switch it up today. And today we're gonna do a nice red lip. We're gonna use this Fenty Beauty in Uncensored. It's called Stunna Lip Pink. And I love this. I just want to do a cute little look and a chit chat, get ready with me, because I think it's time that I step into the YouTube world. And plus, I was filming a video the other day and time just got away from me. I seem to continue to have a lot to say, and it was supposed to be something short form for TikTok. Just let's talk and get to know one another. How about that? Concealer by the lip bar. I have my mirror here, so if you see me looking away, that's what's happening. But yeah, what is up, guys? I am Khaliyah. That's my name. Please say it correctly. Typically when I do my makeup, I go for like a simple look. I never do anything that's too crazy because I'm not well versed in all the makeup things, but you know, we try. And you know what? We not even trying at this point because we doing it. I'm here, you here, we doing it. Now, lately I've been starting off with blush first. So me doing this concealer right now is a little different for me, but I've been starting off with doing blush first because I like having the extra blushy look, and then I can tone it down with my concealer. And you know what? We might still, let's go ahead and do the blush too. I use a matte liquid lipstick because it stays and I like it. I'm using this matte liquid lipstick by Khaliyah. It's called Snowy Bay. I typically go for super pink blushes. I like that. I think that it's cute. You go for the blush that you think is cute. But you think the pink and the red will go together? I think that we can do pink and red together, but you know, we wing it. One thing that I will do when it comes to this makeup is wing it. I gather tips and tricks and whatnot, but I never really know what I'm doing. I kind of just play with what works on my face and hope for the best by the end. And you know what? I think that's a metaphor for life. Everybody is kind of just shooting in the dark. Nobody really knows for real what they're doing. At least that's what the people are telling me. I be talking and I be like, I don't know. But the reason why I'm blending my blush first is because obviously it's matte, so it's gonna stick and stay. And I need this to be blushed out, blended out. Now, me getting into this YouTube space has been a long time coming. A lot of the times I haven't started because one, I think too much about it. It's like I want to make sure that I am truly, you know, doing something that I want to do and not just something that people have been like wanting me to do. Yeah, I want to have fun with it. I want it to come from a genuine place, and that's just me with everything in my life. I want everything that I do to come from my heart. I don't want it to be something that's just like some quick. That's not what we're here for at all. So that's why I kind of haven't done it. And I said recently on one of my Instagram reels earlier this year that my word of the year is audacity. And I hate the fact that I look this crazy talking about this, because this could be something that I could clip, but you know, audacity. So one of my words of the year is audacity, and just having the courage to put yourself out there and do whatever it is that you want to do. And I've been working on that with social media and just posting my thoughts and my interpretations of things and what I feel, my opinion on things. And I've actually gotten a really good response. People have been really interested in what I have to say. It's really such a interesting thought change for me, because not that I didn't think that people wanted to hear what I had to say, but I just didn't think that people cared, honestly. And now that I'm seeing that people care about my opinion and what I have to say, and just getting to know me and what I think about things, it's like, oh, okay, people do care. Wow. Yeah, so me sharing what I have to say and not giving a rat's thought about it is amazing, because I used to think that I wasn't a yapper. Turns out I am, and I have a lot to say. That's what I've been doing, sharing my thoughts across social media, and all of my platforms will be in the description box so that you can, you know, check them out, see what's going on, keep up with me, you know, all the things that I know that you want to do. So I'm just like blending this concealer out. I am a concealer girly. I love to just use concealer. I have never really used foundation. I don't know that I probably ever will, unless maybe necessary. Don't say anything about my small brushes. I said this on a video that I'll probably post later this week, but these brushes are an anime inspired brush of Demon Slayer. Like, look how super cute that is. Let me show you the rest. They're all based off of different things from the show, and they were a gift to me from a former boo of mine. So shout out to him. But I don't have like big brushes, so sometimes it takes me a little minute to blend things out. But it's okay, because it always works out for me in the end. And that's one of the mottos that I take into my life, that it always works out for me in the end. Even if things aren't going according to my plan, which I be thinking that I got the best plan. Sorry. I think I have the best plan. And it really be sending me to the moon and back when things don't go according to my plan. But I know, and I understand that God's ways are not my ways, and his thoughts are not my thoughts. They're higher. But sometimes I just be like, but I know he be having better for me than what I want, than what I can see. So, and he has plans for me to prosper. So like, even if it doesn't work out in this moment, it will. It will. So I'm learning to move past things quicker. That is one of the things that I hate, let me choose my words. I strongly dislike have to get better at it. It's like a muscle that I need to strengthen. The ability to just move past things quicker, to bounce back faster. Sometimes if things, get to me in the right way, I'll be over there. And I can't always be over there. I've got things to do, goals to achieve. And I can't be out for the count. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't have that. And so I feel like that's one of the things that I'm learning in the season that I'm in. Just moving faster, moving on faster, no matter what it is. If it's an opportunity that didn't work out, if it's a relationship that didn't work out, if it's a friendship that had to end, like, you can be sad about it, yes, but we have to keep going. Just keep swimming. Word to Dory. You know me. Well, I guess y'all are getting to know me, so this is important information for you to know. I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve. That's why I got this tattoo. I got this tattoo when I want to say 19, maybe. I'm unsure. 20, 21. It's been a minute, long time ago. I got this tattoo of a heart on my sleeve. I got it because I wanted a whole sleeve. I'm still unsure if I want to continue on with that. I wanted a whole sleeve, and I feel like it was important for me to have my heart on my sleeve because that's kind of what I do. But I'm growing up, I'm learning more, and it's okay to have feelings, but you can't let your feelings override the facts, and you also can't let your feelings keep you from moving forward. I feel like that's another thing that I'm learning. So many things, and it's important to realize that you're always in a constant state of learning. If you're not learning, chances are you're not growing, and if you're not growing, then you're stagnant. And you know what grows in stagnant water? Nothing. Mold, mildew, and other nasty things. That's not the life that we want. We want to keep growing, and growing takes a lot. It don't matter what it takes. But I'm grateful for the ability and the capability to keep growing, and the ability to reflect, because I've noticed that not a lot of people reflect. Not a lot of people reflect at all. It continues to surprise me that people don't. And I'm like, how do you move through life without, without taking in the things that you've done and the outcomes that you've received, and not analyze them to become better, to receive better outcomes. That is just wild to me. I don't know how people move through life like that. I'm not moving through life like that. And I hope that if you're, if you're watching this, you're the type of person that continues to reflect and continues to do what's best for you by making sure that you reflect on your life. Reflection is so important. It's so important. Because how can you do better without knowing where you're doing this wrong? Anyway, I love this blush look. I really love blush. And it's really bad because I could walk out of here looking extremely pink. But you know what? That's okay. I love the color pink. Even though my favorite color is black, I will throw on some black in a heartbeat. All black. Black just looks good. Although lately, I've been getting a lot of compliments when I wear white. And I'm just like, I mean, obviously, not to sound cocky or anything, but any color is going to look good on me. That's just who I am. That's who the Lord made me to be, a very beautiful woman. But I'm like, okay, white. Might need to step into that a little bit more. So as we get to this next section, I'm about to do my eyebrows. Because I want to do my eyes, and so the brows are the shape for the eyes. I need them done. I use my edge brush. It's dirty, don't mind it. It's probably cleaner than your toothbrush. Hey, and I use gel. Now, let me tell you, this is not Eco Styler gel. This is another gel that I purchased. I just put it in here to, cause it was a big container, and I use gel when I do my retwist. Let me know if you want a video on that. It takes forever and a day, but it always looks good at the end. Use just a little bit of gel to like brush my eyebrows down, lay it out, and I use the top to like spread it evenly on the brush. Okay. Yeah. And so when it lays down, it stays in place because I don't be liking my eyebrow hairs to move. And I especially don't like it to move with how I have my hair now. Like I have this side part, and this side part it moves my eyebrow hair. And I don't really like that. But you know, we work with it. Waiting for my eyebrows to dry. And I have a hand fan, but I have no idea where the fan went. Anything. I don't know why. I don't know where it disappeared to. Couldn't tell you. I have my laptop over there, and it's moving photos from my Photos app to a hard drive because I have over 79,000 photos. Yes, 79,000 photos and videos are in my Photos app. And you might be wondering, Khaliyah, why do you have so many photos? Well, I just do. It starts back from at least 2015. So I have 10 years worth of photos in my Photos app. I think that's okay. 79,000 for 10 years, that's okay. And that's not even as many as it probably could be, because over time I do delete photos, but I'm taking my creation process and putting myself out there seriously. And so in order for me to do that, I need space to record. And I need to have a filing system that works and makes sense. So I gotta clean that stuff out. Gotta clean up shop. Matcha. In today's matcha, it is oat milk with cinnamon syrup and a little bit of cinnamon on top. Or it was on top, now it's in. But yeah. One thing about me, I love a matcha. The best way to have a matcha is, I love hot matcha. I love a nice hot drink. So this is how you can order it from your local cafe. Hot matcha latte with oat milk and lavender. If I was a matcha, it would be that one, unless it's the summertime. Then I'm a matcha lemonade. Okay, little tart, little, yeah, that's, would they be like, clock that? Yeah, I love matcha. I love a matcha. I drank matcha earlier and I was on the phone with my friend and I was like, I know I'm talking a lot right now. I had a matcha earlier. He was like, yeah, I could tell. You yapping for real. Which is why I wanted to get into filming. But my computer held me back. Well, not my computer. My 79,000 photos held me back. But as you see, we pushing while that's working. I typically, I'm using this brow styler from Benefit. This is really old, so you're not gonna be able to find this out there. I think they still have brow stuff. I haven't bought brow. I haven't bought a lot of makeup in a very long time. I don't even have that much makeup, but word to Mariah Carey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So this has like a pencil up top, and it has a powder, a setting powder at the bottom that you dab on. Now, I don't use the powder at the bottom. I just use the this side, the pencil side. However, after learning the importance of setting your makeup, I'm actually interested in trying to set the pencil. Oh my gosh, words, where are they? So maybe we could try that today. The only thing is I don't like super dark brows. I'm really typically a natural makeup looking girly. I don't want to look different. I want to look just a little bit better than I already do, you know? Like, I do think I am the baddest thing since sliced bread. Okay? Little brow filling, a little concealer, little brush, little gloss, and mascara. That's my jam. Myself, but better. I'll try out the setting of it all, and we will set our makeup. I know I look very shiny right now, but it won't be for long. One thing about my eyebrows are the tails tend to get thin. I think it's almost like a seasonal thing where they like thin out and then they get back full again. I have no idea, but I don't think too much about it because it's okay. I also just recently got into concealing around my brows. Like I didn't conceal around my brows because I told you I wasn't trying to look crazy. Or maybe the word isn't crazy. I wasn't trying to look extra heavy makeup, you know? Like I just want to look like myself, but better. Myself, but enhanced. Myself, but even finer. Getting into concealing my brows has been so fun because I like the way it looks at the end. Oh, we're gonna try the setting of the brows. Oh, I think I just like, oh, brush it on. Oh, I don't know that I like this. Oh my gosh, guys. it kind of got a little crazy down there at the end, losing the shape. I don't like this, but I feel like there's nothing that we can't brush out. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need the concealer to clean that back up because that looks really fuzzy and not really like what I like, so, but let's at least make it even. And we can say that we did it, that way we don't have to do it again. Because I don't like that at all. This eyebrow, funny story. I shaved off this eyebrow when I was younger. Let me tell you about it. When I was younger, my sister and I were 3 years apart. And we used to take baths together. My mom, I think she left her razor in the bathtub or like on the edge or something. Anyway, I got my hands on it and I've seen her use what I now know as one of those the straight, not a straight razor, but like the ones that people use to dermaplane or shape up their brows, the brow razor, that's what it is. So I saw her, I'm pretty sure I've seen her use one of those before. And I called myself using a shaving razor to clean up my brows at like 7 years old, 8 years old, I think. I don't remember how old I was. Trying to clean up my brows and shaved half of it off. Like this whole gone. I asked my sister, I haven't looked in the mirror because I'm in the bathtub. I asked my sister, does this look good? She goes, yeah, it does look good. And I'm like, feeling myself, okay. We're finishing the bath. I get out and I go look in the mirror. Gone. Half my brow, gone. I was distraught. I was sad. I was boohoo crying because, like I told you, heart on my sleeve from my own doing. I go into my parents' room and I'm like this, but I'm crying. Crying tears. And my parents are like, Khaliyah, what's going on? What's wrong with you? What happened? I moved my hand and I for some reason, I feel like they laughed. For some reason, I feel like they laughed. I think they did. Now, Khaliyah, why would you do that? Anyway, I hated it. And I had to wait for my eyebrow to grow back, obviously. So I had to go to school with a half shaven eyebrow. I tried to wear a hat. That was not flying in school. Thinking back on it, this is an absolutely hilarious story. But living in the moment of having a eyebrow half gone and just thinking about how my sister lied to me. It's like, one, Khaliyah, why would you do that? I'm using the same concealer that I used earlier for my face to do my brows, because I don't do too many shades. I did my lighter concealer that I used to have an even brighter look, which that might be cool to do right now because I'm doing the red lip. I think we're gonna add that to the look today. We're gonna add even brighter in the inner corners. Yeah, but what was I saying? I don't know. Oh well. I don't know why my sister lied to me. Why would you do that? I believed her. I believed her so bad. Like, yeah, girl, you ate that. I ain't eat nothing but embarrassment. I was embarrassed. And then my dad was telling me about one of his uncles and how one of his uncles shaved off his eyebrows and his eyebrows never grew back. Like, why would you tell me that as a 6, 7, 8-year-old child, that your eyebrow is never gonna grow back? Essentially, that's crazy. Crazy. I was so scared. I was so scared. Here I am thinking, oh, such a beautiful girl with no eyebrows. Crazy. Can't believe it. Can't believe that man did that to me. And I only conceal the bottom because I don't like the concealer look on the top too much. We could try. I don't know. I told you I'd just be winging it. I don't really know what I'd be doing. Moving on, we're gonna blend out that concealer. You don't wanna look extra highlighted around the brows. I think that's why I never did the concealer look, or the concealer around the brows, because I felt like I saw so many people putting concealer around their brows and it just never gave like, oh, this is a clean look. It gave white, big black brows. I never liked that look. Still don't like that look. But I think that this doesn't look that bad. Even though I don't know what's going, this eyebrow, my shaved eyebrow, it's still not doing it for me. Something about it is just not doing it for me. And honestly, it might just be the shape of the brow, just in general. Like, I feel like I might need to go to one of those people that like mathematically line up your brows and stuff. So I feel like that could really get me back in order from my young days escapades. Why is it that when I do my makeup, my nose starts running? I hate that. Before we do the eyes, we're gonna try the lighter concealer look today. Now, there's not much in here, but I have Photo Focus Concealer by Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Medium Peach. The thing about the Medium Peach is it's real medium for my summer color. It's okay. We just gonna use a little piece, just a little bit, to give us a little something, just a little something. My contour. Now, I don't contour too often, mostly because I just don't. I feel like I have already a slim, angular face, and I know that I know that we use contour to give the shades back, but because I only use concealer, and I only use concealer in certain spots, I don't think that I need it too often. But I'm not a makeup professional. I just do what works for me, and I feel like when I go out in the world, I don't be looking crazy. This e.l.f. contour palette, in deep. It's getting deep. Yeah, so I'm just gonna warm up everything. So that's what we doing. We warming up, we blending out. Nothing too intense or crazy. Sometimes I'm like, oh, can you even tell the difference? Who knows? I don't know. I just do it because I think that that's what's happening. I use this to warm up my eyes, and I can't quite do my nose right now because I have concealer there, but once I blend out that concealer, I too will be warming up my nose down the bridge. And I don't really do that often because I have a black nose. You're gonna see my black nose. I'm not trying to slim anything down. I just want it to look cohesive. Good design, good design. That's another thing. I'll do the bottom though. I am a designer. I design graphics, logos, websites, and anything that falls into that category. I do it. So if you need a business card, if you need a logo, if you need a website, if you need a planner designed, I don't know, whatever you could possibly need that needs to be designed for your brand, I do that. That's what I do. That's my day job. Now you also might be thinking it's daytime right now, you're not doing your job. Well, mind your business. Blend out this concealer and let's really get into what this looks like, because it's been a minute since I did the brightness, and I hope it just looks decent. Because we are doing the red lip. Shimmer and shine to my eye as well. I have some bronzer, I think it's supposed to be, but the bronzer is glittery, so to me it's not giving bronzer, it's giving like eyeshadow, highlighter-esque. And you know, it's been a little minute since I did the brightening effect underneath the eyes, and I actually don't hate it. I don't hate it. I feel like it makes me look awake. It's definitely bright in there. Cute. You know, you have to affirm yourself. Not everybody's gonna affirm you. You have to do it for you. And you have to know who you are. And you have to know whose you are. Okay? I think, oh, let me do my contour on my nose. Nothing too crazy. Just for good design, good design. Okay. I hope that y'all can see the difference between when I have things on, when I don't. I think you can kind of tell with what my makeup's doing right now. Yeah. Let's push. So now let's do my eyes and then we'll set after that. I don't know where I got this bronzer thing from. Oh, it's called Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics. It's in the shade Skinny Dip, and it says that it's a bronzer, but it gives highlighter to me. Oh shoot, hold on. Try not to. I hope you can tell that it's like glittery. Anyway, let me find a brush to use from my limited brushes. I think we're just gonna have to use this one. Okay, we want to add some glitter, some shine, because I love glitter, I love shine, I love gold, I love, you know, looking like a beautiful statue. Yeah. So let's put, I don't know why I did that like that. Why did I close this eye to put it over here? Let's start over here, since this eye wants to close. And we're just going to pack it on there, because I have another highlighter that I can just like put in the center, and that's a little bit more gold. And I feel like this will look really cute with a red lip. Now, this is looking kind of extra. My light's kind of bright. Let's see. Extra glittery. So let's use a different brush to kind of blend it out, ease it up. Like, take some of it off, I guess you could kind of say. Maybe I don't need to add the highlighter. I don't know, it's giving a lot on the eyes. Maybe I should just add. See, this is what I'm saying. People asking me for tutorials and how you do your makeup, what's this like? I just be winging it, seriously. We're going to take the contour palette back out and we're just gonna warm the top back up to get rid of some of that glitter, because I'm not trying to look wild. I don't know the word I'm trying to say. I feel like a little subtle shimmer is okay. Okay, that doesn't look bad. We're not gonna add the highlighter. Get this eye started. I think that looks good. Maybe, I don't know, the bronzer and the highlights underneath the eyes are kind of looking really similar, and I don't know that I like that too much because it looks like I just have it all around my eyes. And maybe it'll look different once I put my mascara on, but I don't know. I have no idea, and I don't know if I like that, but we're just gonna keep pushing. Because why? It all works out for me in the end. It all works out for me in the end. Yeah, so we got a little bit of a glitter look going on. And now we're gonna set. But before we set, I have to add my moles back because I like to set my moles as well. Do I want to add any more blush before I add powder to this situation? We're okay. We're okay. We're gonna roll with the punches. There are no punches. That's so abusive. That's an abusive saying. Why do we go with that? Okay, let's add these moles. I hope you can see me here because I'm looking in my mirror. And I have to have my moles on my face because it wouldn't, I feel like it just wouldn't be my face without my moles. And the thing about it is, I have so many moles that I can choose from to have on my face. Okay. My moles look kind of crazy. Do they look crazy? Who cares? Powder. I have this cute heart puff that I got from a Galentine's little gathering that I had this year. because I made friends this year, or it was last year, but everything really got solidified this year. And I'm so happy because one of my biggest goals for 2024 was to create community, and I did that. I'm so happy. When I think about my friends, a smile, I glow from within. I love my friends. And I'm so happy that I connected with them. They definitely feed a different thing that I think that I needed that I didn't realize until we all connected. So I'm so happy to have friends. Airspun. Oh, now we making a mess. We're gonna set the under eye with this. This one is the translucent one. It's the extra coverage. I like this one. And I don't use that much because I don't be trying to look, how do you say, ghostly? But it do be setting real good. We're trying a lot of new things today. I'm going to add some of my setting spray, which I need more setting spray. I'm gonna set what's going on here now with my e.l.f. Matte setting spray, and then set it again after I powder like I normally do, because usually I just put the powder on after the cream makeup, liquid makeup, and then that's it, and then I continue on. But let's try something else. We're trying new things while we're at it, since we're switching it up. You hear that? I need more. This is when I would have my fan, but I have no idea where it is. I feel like I remember this every time that I'm doing my makeup. I'm like, where is my fan? I have no idea. I feel like I probably grabbed it and put it in a purse, and I just never took it out that purse. But like, what purse is it? Because I'm pretty sure I've looked in all my purses. Pretty sure. And I ain't see it in there. Unless somebody jacked me for my fan. And like, how whack are you for that? Anyway. The only thing I don't like about this powder situation is that powder gets everywhere. Well, the loose powder gets everywhere. And then I'm pressing it in to the puff to press underneath my eyes. And I get crazy smile lines that I do not like, but I'm happy to be a smiley girl. I really am. The makeup in the smile lines though, don't like. But it's okay. It is a-okay. That's what we do with that one. And then I take my Laura Mercier powder in translucent medium deep. And this one I just put literally everywhere else, even over my blush. I need to get a powder blush so that I can set my blush with powdered blush. Like, that would make sense, right? It would. Everything gets set, okay? Because I like things to be locked and set in place. Even my brows. The only thing I won't do is like my eye makeup, so we just hope for the best with that one. It probably will get what do you call it, shiny over there, but it's okay. We're gonna dust off the excess, my hand included. And then we're going to add more setting spray so that we can really lock the powder into place. And then I'm going to finish it off with some finishing powder. And then we're gonna get into the lip, the star of the show. I don't know why it took us this long to get here, but it's always, it's about the journey. Ain't that what is her name? Oh my gosh, what is her name? Tisha Campbell. It's the journey. I'm still here. Anyway, I was listening to that song one day and I was like, you know what, Tisha? It really is the journey. It is very important to still be here. And I love the play that she did on steel, like a steel rod. Like she's made of steel and she's still here. It touched my heart, truly. Especially when I found out about the whole background into how she came up with that song and stuff. It did touch my heart. It touched it. I encourage you to look it up. Okay, let's go ahead and do these eyelashes. Because I feel like eyelashes really tie everything together. I am not a lash girly, but I love me some mascara. And I'm just using Great Lash by Maybelline. I actually really hate that I have to do that. I feel like I really am filming a video showing these products, putting my hand behind the product. I'm doing that. Ain't that something? Anyway, what else do I feel like people need to know about me? I'm actually very private. I don't like people in my business unless I choose you to be in my business. And it's a privilege for you to be in my business because I could take you out of my business just as fast as I may have added you. But it wasn't fast. It was thought about. I see your character. Speaking of character, I was having actually, matcha break, hold on. I was having a conversation with one of my friends and we were talking about people and their character and how most people are projecting onto other people, and that a lot of people don't show up as who they say that they are, which is extremely interesting to me because one thing about me, I may be a little shy upon first meeting. Hold on. I may be a little shy upon first meeting someone, but I am a kind person. I've always been a kind person. Once I get to know you, you can see my fun, bubbly personality, although I'm not always that way because that would just be a lot for anybody. I can have an attitude. I can be introverted and just kind of be quiet and keep to myself. But those things do not affect my character. I am an honest person. I'm a trustworthy person. I am an encouraging person. And I love to do a bottom lash. I love to do a bottom lash. I feel like it just ties everything together. Yeah, a loving person. Like, these are, I'm a loving person, and I just, these are parts of who Khaliyah is that don't change, and they probably will never change because they're who I am at my core. That's my character. But it's so interesting coming across people who say that they're one way and their character does not align with that. It doesn't. And I think maybe this plays into what I was talking about earlier, with the idea that I do a lot of self-reflection on who I am, who I want to be, and the way that I show up in the world and the outcomes that I receive from things that I do. A lot of that has to do with being a self-reflective person, and I know who I am, so I can tell you who I am, and I show up as that. I'm starting to see that people are saying that they're something, and they're nowhere near that. You are not an honest and trustworthy person if, when it comes down to it, you're lying about everything. And I also understand that your business is your business. I get that. I also feel like if your business directly affects someone else, it is part of your character to be truthful and honest about that, instead of playing people. And one thing that my parents have always said is, don't play me, or don't put me in a position to be played. And as I grow up, I completely understand that. That's my father's #1 rule. Do not play him. Like, there's no reason to lie, because if you're truthful and honest, first of all, you feel good about yourself because, like, you don't have to keep up with your lies. You don't have to make more lies on top of lies to cover for all the lies. People trust your word. To be a person in this world and people can't trust your word, I would hate that, actually. I feel like it's taking me so long to get this mascara right on this eye, but it's not doing right. In this conversation that I had with my friend about character, I was telling her, I was like, time will tell what your character is, because you'll be put through different situations that force you to have to show up as who you want to be and who you say that you are, or who you actually are that isn't what you say that you are. I hope that made sense. It didn't make sense coming out of my mouth, but I hope you get what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say. I don't get it. And one thing that I've seen a lot of people say is that you should be glad that you don't understand the ways of some people, because that means that you would have to be like them in order to, understand it, to get it, to show up that way, to be that way. It's okay. I'm glad that I don't understand it. I'm glad that I'm not that way, because I enjoy being a pure-hearted person with true intentions, a loving personality, a loving character. Of everything for me is love. It's always love. I'm coming from love. I will forever come from love. That's just who I am. That is my character. Love. That's me. That's Khaliyah. And I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to have that foundation in my life of love, because I truly do not understand the ways of some of the people in this world. I really don't. But time will tell your character, and that's the funny thing about time. It will always tell. Whether you want to believe it will or not. Seeing someone's mask slip is quite interesting, because it's like you're not who you present yourself to be. And because you're not who you present yourself to be, you believe that everyone else is the same way as you, when that is not true. That is not true at all, actually. I think more often than not, people show up as who they are. But I guess whatever you experienced in your life made you have to show up as someone else, and that sucks. That sucks. You can't be yourself. I hope more people choose to be themselves. We shouldn't have to meet your agent. Anyway, that got deep really fast, but mascara is on. And the lashes, they look pretty good. I still don't understand what's happening with this eye, but you know, we push. It's time to get into this lip. We're gonna do this red lip. I haven't done a red lip in a minute. I truly just want to put on lip gloss because I love lip gloss. Like I love Fenty lip gloss specifically. Like I would do this cute hot chocolate with a nice brown liner. I'm so tempted to do that, but because I'm gonna be a person of my word, I'm gonna do this red lip. I have this random brown liner that I found, and I've been using it in all my lip combo videos. Where are you now that I need you? Word to Justin Bieber. I just used this the other day. Did I go somewhere? Let me check my purse. Please hold. Found it. And this is what I mean by random. I don't know where this is. This top don't even go to this. I don't know. The only thing about matte lips is that I don't like it. I love to be able to rub my lips together and they rub together with ease. But it's okay. Whatever. I'm not a dry lip girly. I'm not. That would be cute if my lips didn't get dry. Okay. Are we ready? And I like to do a light layer because otherwise it just gets, it doesn't ever really dry and it's just red everywhere. Okay, I need that to dry some more so I can add a little bit more brown liner and really clean this up and blend this out. So right now it's just looking like red, brown. I really haven't done a red lip in a minute. Okay, this is starting to dry some, so. And the thing I love about this specific matte lipstick is that it's soft. It's a soft matte, so it's not super drying. I be licking my lips when I have this lipstick on, which is very few and far between, but you know. Now I have a brush that I can use to blend it out a little bit more so that it really has that ombre effect, because that's what I really want to give. I love that. I think that looks pretty cute. Pretty cute. Now, let me slick a little piece of the edge just because I am going to step out for a second this evening. We might as well do the whole look. And I don't like to go too crazy. I love a wispy kind of edge look. I don't need anything extra slick. That is not my ministry, but I do like a nice put together look, and I think that'll look the best with this look. I could do a like this. But I don't know that I like it with this like that. I want to do a bun, but I don't want to do a bun. And what I'm doing later is not anything that needs to be super dressed up. I like to be cute because that's just me. I'll probably keep on this romper that I have on. You know, just a little slick action. So we look a little, what? I mean, I'm gonna look put together regardless if I have my edges slicked, but I would do a middle part, but I have a middle part in my hair with my twists, so it's like extra pumped up over here. Pull back kind of look, and just do like a half. I think this is cute, but I don't like how this is up like this. Like, this is crazy. We're just gonna have to stick with the side part. It just looks really cute and effortless. Unless we do a cute little up moment like this. Oh, this is really cute. I have a claw clip. We could try that. Clippy clip. Oh, okay, well this isn't bad. This is cute. I think the makeup turned out really good. Thank you for getting ready with me. I had so much fun. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can drop them below and we'll discuss it in the next video. Yeah, thank you for tagging along. Thank you for hanging out with me and chatting with me. I actually really love this look. I might have to do a nice red lip more often. Actually, I have to show you guys what the whole look would look like because I do wear glasses when I step out into the streets so that I can see. So let me grab my glasses and then we'll have the complete look.